Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Love Reunion, where we talk about love, relationships, real talk, and real life situations. I am your host, Lovely Cat, and thanks for tuning in on this wonderful Wednesday night. Alright, you guys, so I hope you will enjoy this segment called Transformation. I feel like in the year 2022 is a year of transformation for not only myself, but also for other people that has been going through struggle, heartbreak, loss of loved ones. This year has been a rough year, but I feel like this year of transformation has taught me a lot of lessons, which strengthened me in wisdom. So I was able to, put some segments together and share my experience in the year of 2022. So this year, like I said, I've been going through a lot of ups and downs in my life, and the latest one that I experienced is grieving of losing two loved ones in my life. I lost a cousin and my kid's father due through the battle of cancer. And when I say it kind of took a toll on me, it did, because how I got the news was their death was a day apart. Like literally, I found out my cousin passed away on a Friday, and then I found out my kid's dad passed away that following Sunday. So to me, it was like a double blow. Like, it was just like I couldn't believe that everything was just happening so fast and so sudden at that moment, dealing with two loved ones at the same time. So it kind of took a toll on me, and at that time I knew that I had to go through my grieving process. But this one was a little more of an impact. I've had lost, people in my life, but at the same time, this one was a more of an impact, because not only did it affect me, it affected my three sons that I have. They lost their dad, and instead of me just helping to heal myself, I had to mend three broken hearts. That it was just a lot of emotions, a lot of sadness in my home. But at the time, it was me. I had to be the strong one. I had to cope with them. I had to be there for them whenever they cried. I had to be there and put on a strong face, put on a smile, just to let them know that everything was in a better place. They didn't have to worry about their dad suffering anymore. I had to be their rock at that time. But at the same time, when you be strong for everyone else, it affects you because you hold it in. And that's what I had to do at that time, where I thought that was best for me and my family. But when being a parent and seeing your kids hurt, that's like the worst feeling in the world, because you can't fix it. You have to let them go through the process, let them heal, and let them cope with it. So at the time, through my grievance experience, I had to go through the cycles of this ain't happening to me just like this. This two hurt blows to me. I had to understand and realize the things that I had to go through mentally, emotionally, and maintain my sanity through the situation. So like I said, at first of my grievance, I had to, understand that this is really happening. Like, with my boys, it was like Christmas and stuff won't be the same. The holidays won't be the same. Kids back to school. Because me and my kid's father, we was good co-parents. Our main priority was to make sure that our kids was taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That was the main priority. Even though things didn't work out between us, our focus was our boys. And, going through that grieving process is to know that Christmas, birthdays, and holidays, when we used to co-parent for the boys, that no longer would be the same. And to have my kids understand and let go that they're no longer have a father, it was kind of painful for me. So I had to go through that realization, like, this ain't happening right now. So after I went through that, I had to go through the sadness and the hurt. I didn't, like I said, I was putting on a brave face for my kids, but deep down inside, I go in my room and probably shed a couple of tears. So I had to go through all of that segment too, and that process. And then, after that, it was the anger. I was just so mad. I don't know why I was so mad. I was just like, why is this happening to me? Why, all of this burden I had to go through and face on my own. It was a fact. I actually did have a support team. I actually did have people that wanted to be there for me, but I was just so angry and hurt that, I actually pushed the people that was close to me away because of me going through what I went through. So at that time, going through my grievance, it was like it was no exit. I didn't want to go to alcohol or anything like most people do to numb it. So I just went straight for it. And I knew, I went straight cold turkey. And I knew the one thing that I could do to help me heal through this is God. So I had to get down one day on my knees, and I cried and I let it all out, and I had to talk to God, like, help me get through this healing process, because I knew I had to go through a memorial, a funeral ahead. So I knew I had to get through it and be strong enough for my boys. So that was like a really tough time for me, the month of October, which was actually my birthday month. So I had to go through a lot of different things to grievance. People handle grievance different ways, different forms. So if anyone is going through that, if they're angry or hurt or try to lash out, just understand they're going through their healing process. They're hurting and they're trying to cope with it, because you would never really get over it, but you will be able to manage more of dealing with the situation that they're gone. But it still is a memory that you will have of them present in your life. So I just wanted to share my experience of grieving. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment of transformation. Look forward to my shows every Wednesday. And once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Love Reunion. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday night.